Imagine you applied for a job at Amazon.com as a marketing manager. Your interview is supposed to happen today. You walk into the building, walk up to the elevator, get inside and press the 18th floor button. Someone sticks their hand in the door. The door opens. It's Mr. Jeff Bezos. Sir, you are Mr. Jeff Bezos, sir? Yeah, hi. Sir, I'm a big fan, sir. Today I'm applying for job, sir. I'm coming for interview to Amazon.com, sir. Could I get an autograph, sir? Okay, sure. Yeah, all the best. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Wasn't that very awkward? I'm sure you don't want that happening to you. Imagine you get into an elevator with Jeff Bezos. You will want to have something a little more interesting to say than, "Sir, I'm a big fan of yours, could I please get your autograph?" What you say in this elevator while he gets to his destination and you get to yours on the 18th floor is what we will talk about today, the elevator pitch. The elevator pitch is a format of speaking about ideas, about yourself, about people, where you try to represent or capture the main points, the highlights of whatever it is you're presenting in just 30 seconds. So the goal is to be brief, but at the same time get the attention of the person that is in front of you. The structure that I like to follow for elevator pitches is very simple. It's called a message map. Now, it is commonly believed that people form their first impression of you in just 7 seconds. So you don't have a lot of time to impress the other person the first time you meet them. Or if you say something silly up front, or if you're not coherent, the other person is not going to have a fair picture of what it is that you do. So a message map is designed to help you present your ideas in the best and most succinct way possible. What does a message map look like? In a message map, you start off with a 130 character headline. Imagine you're writing a tweet in the olden days. Very short, brief summary of what it is that you do or what it is that your idea does. Then you talk about 3 cool things. Only 3 cool things to be included. This could be about you, this could be about your idea, but you don't go beyond 3. See, 2 is too few and 4 is too many. That's just the science, I can't change it. So you talk about supporting data, examples, testimonials, statistics, anything that you want, and you talk about 3 such things. Let me give you an example to make it a little clearer. So I'm going to pitch Ola Cabs to Jeff Bezos as Bhavish Agarwal. Watch. Hi Jeff, my name is Bhavish. I run Ola Cabs. We've made an app that allows you to book cabs from nearby you at the best possible price straight from your phone. Now we have cabs for every pocket, so if you're not looking to spend a lot, we have our Moto, or if you want to spend a little more, you can take an auto. We also have larger luxury sedans available. Our rides are extremely safe for all the passengers, and we give them the idea of safety through live tracking and an SOS button. So there's no problem riding with strangers. And we have an option where riders can pay later, so they don't need to have cash on them. They can pay with card, or they can use Ola Money to pay later. I would love to speak to you when you have time about the integration of Amazon Pay with Ola Cabs on our application. Please let me know what would be a good time to talk about this. This lasted roughly 30 seconds, and I didn't say anything extraordinary. I just followed the message map. And you can do the same thing for your idea, for yourself. So what should your elevator pitch be like? First, your elevator pitch needs to be brief. Limited to only 30 seconds. More than that, and you start losing the person in front of you. Second, if you're pitching yourself, talk about your skills, talk about what you're good at. Third, make sure to include a call to action at the end. What is your goal? Why are you making this elevator pitch to this person? What action do you want them to take at the end? Make sure to mention that. Fourth, know your audience and speak to them. If you're speaking to Jeff Bezos, you need to speak in a particular way. If you're speaking to a recruiting manager, you speak a certain way. And if you're speaking to a friend, you need to talk about the same things in a different way, but all while following the message map. 5, avoid rambling. Stop talking when you've finished making your point and let the other person speak. Don't keep rambling about yourself because the other person is not saying anything. Don't feel awkward if there is a silence. Silences are important. 6th.
Hi, my name is Abhimanyu Bhardwaj. I'm founder and CEO of Launchbase. I feel that we are very well equipped in New India. Sometimes when we work in India, we work with institutions like you, and it will be very pleasurable for me to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Don't do that. Don't talk too fast. Take a breath, slow down, pause after your sentences. Make sure the other person is able to understand what you are saying. Seventh point, don't frown or speak in a monotone way. Don't make the other person feel like you have rehearsed this and you are parroting a speech. मेरी एक टांग नकली है, मैं हॉकी का बहुत बड़ा प्लेयर था. Nobody wants to hear that. How do you become better at your elevator pitch? The only way to do it is to practice. Practice in front of a mirror, practice with a friend, practice speaking to real people, making your elevator pitch online. Remember, you can always type out your elevator pitch and send it to people too. You don't always have to say it. So here's your first task for the virtual treasure hunt. Imagine you are the owner of an Indian startup. You could pick any startup in the country that you want. Imagine you are the founder of that startup. You are pitching to us. You're pitching to Launchspace. We are investors and we may potentially be interested in investing in your idea. You could talk about its operations, management, recent occurrences, anything that you want. And you have to convince us to talk to you further or to invest in you, whichever of these two you can manage. So the two conditions for you are: 1, use professional language. Remember, you're speaking in a formal setting to us as investors, so you are not speaking to a friend. Make sure you're mindful of that. 2, don't let the video that you record cross 30 seconds. Your task is to record your entire pitch as a video and upload it through the link in the bio. By the way, if you have more than one person on your team, each person has to record their own video. You could be pitching the same startup, does not matter, but make sure you upload your video and wait for the next clue to come your way. All the best.